Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and welcome to our podcast talk show.
Welcome.
Yes. So, we did some fun things.
We did.
We're just going to dive right in, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's kind of like what we do.
Yeah.
We just dive in.
Yeah.
We don't have too many formalities here.
Happy day after Halloween, you know?
Yeah, yes. We're at future-proof.
Yes.
Precog.
Boom, boom.
He knew
Yeah.
that people would be listening to this after Halloween, right? Yeah, after. So happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Hope you had a great one.
Yes.
Hope it was safe.
Any fun stories, you know?
Yeah, tell us if you went trick-or-treating. What did you dress up as? Or if you went to a party, what did you dress up as? Or did you watch a movie? What did you watch?
Anything.
Anything. Yeah.
Because there was a day this past week that was very terrible weather. So it was perfect for movie watching.
Oh, yeah, some good rainy weather. Like cold, rainy. Oh, yeah.
It was like almost a perfect Halloween, like weather-wise.
Yeah.
And then it was just to stay inside and stay in.
See, that's some of the best stuff. It's like, well, I can't go outside. I can't really do anything, so I guess it's a movie.
Yeah,
baby.
I don't open my blinds that often because I live in an apartment building. But I open my blinds because it was so terrible that day.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just like, I'm enjoying being on this side of it.
Yeah, exactly,
like,
right.
This is fun.
I'm warm inside my home, and it
that's
looks
weird.
very nice.
Yeah, I'm drinking a cup of coffee out the
Yeah.
window. You know, like, oh, this is great. So
that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got to do some fun things this past weekend.
Yes, we did.
We went to an escape room.
Yes.
Which was ringmaster
Like
carnival, carnival themed.
Yes.
It was amazing. This is our second one,
yes.
so I mean we're addicted. We're ready to form a team, get crime family jackets.
Absolutely, yes.
And,
at least t-shirts.
Yeah, at least t-shirts, right. And start hitting these up. I was like, I told Jessica on Sunday, I was like, it would even be sweet if like we planned like a friend's vacation.
Yes.
And found one wherever we went.
Start
doing out of state ones, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. If we ever go to Colorado to see my brother, out there, I mean, we can definitely 100%. Him and my mom did. When my mom went down there for vacation, they did an escape room.
Oh, that's awesome!
So they're everywhere.
That's
so
awesome.
he's all pumped and he loves them too. So I'm telling you,
there's so much fun. You get to literally use your brain in ways where you're like.
Well, yeah, it's almost like detective. Like
it is. You have to search for clues, everything.
Yeah.
You know,
and think about different things. Like in the one part that like really, you know, like okay, so I'll be the first one to say I accidentally ruined something, not thinking about it.
Corey tried to cheat.
I didn't try to cheat. I honestly walked over that. That's why I knocked them all down, okay? I knocked every one of them down. I didn't knock just one down to try to cheat. I knocked them all down because I didn't know if that was going to activate something, you know? I was getting frustrated.
So it was really funny. There's buttons behind there, and remember we're trying to hit those buttons? Yeah. But really they're just telling us which buttons to press.
Yeah. It's okay.
It was so funny. Like,
so hit the button right in the center.
We're like, you're missing. Like, oh, wait. Yeah. That's not what we need to do. Somebody hit the button. We're like, whoa. Yeah. There's a whole light that popped up. How'd you do that? Oh, man. I love the teamwork. Well, I mean, it is so exciting to find a clue or
I'm telling you, and the trick stuff
something.
In there is insane. So remember the door that I couldn't figure out? And then somebody else jumps up there and they figured it out. I'm telling you, the lock is like weird, though. Like, I think the entire time when I was spinning that thing, the whole lock was actually moving. So then I'm like, it's not doing anything, guys. Like I'm moving this thing.
I think
it was my cousin that got up. And
but I think it's somebody. I feel like there was like a note that said it sticks or something, or maybe they said it sticks or something like that.
Oh, gotcha.
I can't remember. Okay. But yeah, no, I agree. It probably was just
it was the whole thing. Well, then all of a sudden I go to like pull the key out, and then because I don't know which way's now up and down, right? So I go to pull the key out, and it actually pulls out to where I can see the screw that goes behind it. I'm like, well, this is not like.
I don't think this is the right door.
Yeah, this is not going to work, guys.
But it was.
Exactly, it was. And I was wrong again.
No, I think that's like some of the best part. I mean, like we all sniffed the orange, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's confirmed orange. It wasn't.
Not at all.
There was another one that was orange. So it's so funny where it's like,
Oh, and it's a brain thing.
It is. It is like you say it smells like orange. I'm gonna smell. I'm like, oh man, that smells like orange.
Exactly.
That's it. That's
yeah.
But I mean, I love the camaraderie of an escape room.
Yes.
Because if you can't figure out, don't worry. Like somebody else will take a look at it and figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, we really only had one true clue.
Yes. Yeah.
The other one was like something that like we
figured it out. We
figured it out. We just didn't think it was really that simple of holding hands.
Exactly.
And
I think sometimes like the difference is like, so at that moment we were too closed-minded to think about what we actually had to do. Because you think always you had to physically do something in the room. So like, what is that going to do? Like when we have to hold hands.
Right.
So like, but once you did it, the guy that's behind the camera hits
the button.
Exactly.
Right.
So I didn't think about that. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Now
plus, like that's like a really simple thing, right?
Yeah.
Everybody needs to come together and hold hands. Like, okay, well, you're giving me that, and it's face value. Like, it's literally what it is.
Yeah.
But we just got done going through a journal and counting how many letters to decode something.
Yes.
And we just did so many things. So I'm like, simple is harder because your brain wants to complicate it. Complicate it. It's so funny. But I remember, like, after we went through the journal and started, like, decoding, I'm like, oh, man, I never thought, like, we could count something out and it could spell something else out.
Yeah.
Put that tool in the toolbox. The more that we go on, we'll be like, oh, well, help, try this, try this. And soon we're not even going to be able to use clues because we got a good crew. This is our second one. Beat it with 2 clues. So we were, in the medium range or whatever.
Yeah. Even
hard is 0 clues. Yes. So, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we were in the medium range. It's 1 through 3. And say with 5 minutes to spare?
I think a little less than 5
minutes. A little less than 5,
I think one time we were sitting there, we're like, there's 5 minutes left, and then I think we were getting ready to get to the last part. I'm not trying to like say what it is in case anybody goes there. Like, I don't want to give away the secrets, but when we did the last part, all of a sudden, at first, I think when we first put the piece where we had to put it, I don't think they saw it.
Oh, unlock. Well, you're right because we didn't do anything different, and then the door opened. It's like, oh, there it is.
There's nothing you can do. And that was the end of it. So once that happened, then it was like, okay, you know what I mean?
It is so much fun. It is so much fun to just be like, oh, I got something, guys. Come over here. You gotta just. Oh man, it's just so much fun. I can't wait to do more. There's another one there. All right. That's what I was going to get to before my brain spirals in escape rooms, But the first one we did was a lot of fun. We loved it. It was great. We got to use our brains. But this one was so immersive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we were literally characters within it. And everything, the room itself was like alive as a carnival.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
It was incredibly well done.
Yeah.
You get costumes to go in as characters. So I mean,
and they build you up as like you are truly an actor or actress.
Yeah, exactly. They call them sound stages and everything. I mean, it was
sweet.
So much fun. Yeah. It was just like, you had to find the ringmaster or become the ringmaster. So show can go on. I mean, that was just, our ringmaster. Yes, I got to be the ringmaster. I liked it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like, man, I'll have to do some research on this later. Yeah. Because I want to know, when was the first escape room?
Yeah, like when did it originate? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Who was like, hey, we should try this?
Yeah.
And why did it take us so long as a friend group to do this?
To actually break down and do it. Because I've actually wanted to do them for
We've all been wanting to do it. But it's funny because none of us have ever done it. So it's like we just go in there and we're like, okay, this is what we're doing
exactly,
now.
Yeah, this is us.
Other people bowl. Other people play cornhole, basketball. We escape room. Yeah.
I'm in.
We're the escape crew.
Yeah, I'll trickle some other things in, but
right. But that's like my thing. I'm like, I've never like wanted like I'll do that monthly. Like I would sign up to like
it's super inexpensive too.
It is.
That's the thing. So
and it's not super long either.
No. I would be down to do a.
That's what I'm saying. We could. I mean, dude, it would be sweet. Yeah. There's a ton of them around here, so it's like, why not? So yeah, that was one of the things that we did. Now, I got to give it to Jessica because Jessica put this all together.
Party planner.
She found us the escape room, and then we also did a haunted house that day.
Yeah.
And that haunted house was.
I mean, one I've never been to.
The hook,
it was fantastic.
I seriously, because I mean, it was so funny. Like, it felt like everybody had the same feeling. Like, nobody had been to a haunted house in at least a few years.
For
right?
sure, absolutely.
Everybody's real nervous standing in line. And we almost talked ourselves out of it because it was like an hour and a half line. We're like, yeah, you know what? I could eat that cost. That's fine.
It's fine.
You know, it was a lesson.
Yeah, the escape room was that much more money.
Yeah, we would have. Man, I would definitely drive back to the escape room and do another room. But then dude, $20 extra. You kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding?
And you could get next in line. We literally waited in line for maybe 5 minutes to get our passes to just go in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm telling you, the way they spaced it out, at first I thought
it was perfect.
It was going to be crowded. Yeah. It was perfect.
It was like everything was reset just for our little group to go through.
It was crazy.
Awesome.
That guy, I felt like he's like almost directed us straight to where we had to go, and then he had to go up and file through the line. And as soon as we got up there, he directed us straight to where we're supposed to go. Did that. Boom.
We were in.
Enjoy it.
It was almost like you didn't even have enough time to get scared or say no or turn back because it was like, okay, hey, you paid? Okay, you guys are up next. We're like, whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
We just went from, we thought we were going to stand in line for an hour and a half to, hey, let's go, guys. And we're like,
we almost talked ourselves out of it.
I'm freaking out. Like, this is going to be really scary.
Okay, so let me ask you this. I felt bad, though.
Why?
Because when you're getting escorted straight to the front of the line because you wanted to pay more money,
nope.
Everybody's staring at me.
I don't care.
Did you hear the little girl next to me?
Anybody could have paid that money.
Yep.
Anybody.
The girl right next to me said, "Oh, there goes another one."
Well, tell your parents to pay some money.
That's true.
It's not that much. If you went to a haunted house, you're doing it. Okay, maybe you do a couple of them a year.
Yeah.
But it's only 1 month a year that you're doing it.
Absolutely. Yep.
And it's a night out.
Yeah.
Spend a little extra.
For sure.
Get
fun.
that.
Yeah.
Go in there. Because, I mean, it's just like if you ever been to a theme park and you sat in line for hours, but then there's the Fast Pass. Fast Pass is usually really, really expensive. Here it was not.
At all.
I couldn't believe. I was like, we were thinking like, if it's $40, we're going home. I'm not waiting an hour and a half in line, paying $21 and then paying another $40. No way. No. Oh, it's an extra 20.
So wait.
Okay. Yeah. Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I love the fact that that's another part of this is super funny. Look at our friend group and everybody had the same decision. Yep.
Oh yeah. You had me at. No, you don't, sir. You do not have to go on selling.
Exactly. Did you say upgrade?
You said $10 to get into the 45-minute line and another $10 to get at the head of that line. I'm in, bro.
My time is well worth it.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. In the temperature because I'm telling you during the day. My outfit that I wore, I'm like, I'm actually kind of warm.
Yeah.
You got out there at nighttime.
Oh, yeah. It definitely dropped some degrees.
Yeah. So it was definitely, so it was, man. I mean, it.
I just thought it was so funny because it was, I felt like a decently long.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Haunted house. I mean, we kept going through room after room and I'm like, oh, man, like this just keeps going and going.
And I think because, like, and the one thing I think the crew.
Oh, they were.
Was top notch. I mean,
dude.
It was phenomenal. I mean, I got laughed at in my face. I was on the front of the line.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
He was the brave soul that
ran through it. So. Oh yeah, I know. Because you don't see anything. I got blinded by a light, and then also these things hit me in the face. And I'm like, oh. Yeah,
now, all right. Yeah. So there's the one with like the hanging wires, but like they're not activated, but like that sound just makes you like,
absolutely,
the first time you're like, no, like, is it real? But at one point, someone jumped out in front of you, and you put your fists up, and they laughed, and they put their fists up too, and I'm like, man, you really kind of have to have some balls to like get up into somebody's face. For sure, man. You don't know,
absolutely,
man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he got me good too.
Yeah,
I got me good. And then he looked at me, laughed, and said, "I scared you."
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, the funny part was too is I knew that he ran forward to go get us again. Right?
Yeah,
and he still got me.
Yep. I hate that because you're anticipating so much, so you're looking, and then they're way left. It's the Kansas City Shuffle. You look right, and they went left, man. Like it's wild. They
did not work. Yeah.
They are so good. That crew was insanely good.
Well, I even enjoyed the fact that, and I've been to other ones where they did the same thing, but I've also been to a lot of them. Not a lot, but enough that where they don't do like anything in line. You wait out in line, and you're hearing screams inside. You're hearing no interaction or anything. Yeah. Right? I mean, this one you had people coming out and telling you, hey, just so you know, the lines at this point is this long.
Yeah, right.
Estimated, right? And then you have this, and then you have that, right? So like it was like all this thing, and then we had a couple people out there that was actually coming to scare her, like it's funny because so back to where you were like the anticipation of going in, right? All of a sudden it went from an hour and a half of not knowing to straight up.
Like, hey guys, we're up next.
Remember Jessica was like, she goes, guys, did we make a mistake? I'm nervous, I'm scared, right? And then all of a sudden out of nowhere, I asked one question and went from asking that question to we're going to stand in line, and she's getting messed with, and then we're going inside. You know what I mean? I'm like, that is so like, well, I hope you're ready.
Like fast forward. Oh, hey, we're here now. It was. Oh, man. That was the Ghoul Brothers.
That's Ghoul Brothers. Yes.
I've never heard of it before, but nope. I would go there again.
Oh yeah,
again and again.
Absolutely. If somebody asked me like this weekend, if you're gonna go to a haunted house, I'm just because
I'd say go to Ghoul Brothers.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Their animatronics were movie grade animatronics.
Yes.
Like all right. So the one where they got us real good was with the car.
Oh,
when it like came driving at the fence and the headlights, and then it turns off, and you're like, I can't see a freaking thing, man.
Right now.
So I'm like tapping your back, like, he's still in front of me. Yep, still in front of me. At one point, you turn the corner, I'm like, nope, come on, Jessica, hurry up. Yep, he's right there. I'm like, man. Oh man, it was they did so well. Just like you said, it was like reset perfectly for us.
Yes.
Every attraction was full blown for us.
It was perfect. I hear because the nicest part about that is you don't hear the person screaming in front of you.
Yeah, right.
At all.
Yeah.
So, and then they're primed and ready for us.
Right.
We walk into rooms. The sweet part is that we walk into rooms where there's people laying there still on the beds, and you don't you don't know.
Oh yeah, you're like, all right, let me size this one up. They don't look real. They don't look like they're breathing. Oh no, they're real. Well, I'm now screaming. You know?
And they set me up perfectly. Okay, so they put. I'm not trying to give away of the room, but they put a girl in a like a medical chair strapped down, right? And she looks like she's fake.
Help me.
Yeah. Then she returns, help me. So you look this way, and then all of a sudden you got his he's behind you. Oh my god,
that got me good too. It was like the perfect distraction. It was like help me. It was like
you didn't know she was real, right?
And then all of a sudden, right out of your back right is the guy with a chainsaw, and I'm like, oh, you got me good, man.
It was great. I'm telling you, and this was probably one of the most scared I've gotten, and I think it's because on the front too. I got a lot of stuff.
Everything's getting thrown at you, man.
Absolutely, which is fine, which is cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of it.
The whole point,
okay. So another part that I think this one scared me, and even she laughed because how much it scared me. is when the girl came running down the hallway, because once again, what I was doing, I was trying to pre-check holes in the wall, right? So we went on this corner, and then there was a hole right here. So all I did is I went like this and looked left. And then there's a bunch of noises going on the entire time.
Right.
All you hear is tink, 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 tink. Right? So I'm like, and I look up, and she's probably between me, maybe me and you, maybe a little bit more than that, away from me. And then it's just, so now it was just right there. And I'm like, oh! I screamed, and she laughed at me because I was like,
that's gotta be so much fun to just scare the crap.
I enjoy doing it to my friends,
right? Exactly. So now you get to do it to people every 5 minutes.
Yes. I'm in.
Literally, I'm screaming. It was like halfway through. I was like, my neck is a little strained right now.
On Sunday. I'm not kidding. I hung out with Sean again on Sunday night, and my neck was sore. And he's like, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm telling you, I'm going to move too fast like that, and I would hurt. I'm like, oh.
We should have split our party in half so they could have
got some more. Yeah, that's the only thing that,
because I'm loud. You would definitely know that there was something happening up ahead.
For sure.
Because Kevin just got scared.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kevin let out a scream that the entire building heard.
Yes, I think the packs should be packs of 3 to maybe 4.
I'd say 4 because you got couples.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. So 4 would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm telling you.
Dude, it was so good. The workers there, they deserve a round of applause.
Oh, 100%.
It was incredibly well done. the decor in the place, the room setup.
Like, what about the dragons and like? I mean, it's insane.
The giant skeleton that's like grabbing at you. Yeah. There was the pig, the giant pig.
Oh, yep.
There was the giant phantom with the giant teeth. Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, he was hanging from the wall.
Yeah, dude, that was it was incredible.
It was fantastic.
And then they're so like the animatronics are so well done that you're looking at them, and then guess what? There's somebody right in front of you, freaking you out. You know, like just scaring the shit out of you because you're so distracted. Oh, this is so cool. This is sweet. Where the did you come from? And I love the secret doors because they're just coming from any direction ever, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And then see that. So my big question to you is, I mean, so do you think they have to go in and pre-plan some of this stuff? Right?
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it would be like crazy because you have to go in. I mean, and like literally,
you have to know where you're going, man.
Yeah,
you have to hit your mark.
You have your section. You have to, you know what I mean.
You have to rehearse that because there's no way.
Well, what's crazy too, like the people like in the bedroom. Remember the girl that was sitting in the chair. And then you have the guy laying on the bed.
Yeah.
So think about that. Every single time that somebody walks out, you have to turn around and go back to this. Not the same position because obviously,
pretty close. Yeah,
and then just sit there totally still.
It's dedication,
man. I'm
man.
telling you, it's crazy.
They were so good. There were so many people just either sitting in chairs or just standing perfectly still to where I'm like, I don't know if you're real or not, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to scream.
Yep.
Like,
you know what? Yeah. Well, Tony, the anticipation does that to where you actually scream more.
Exactly. Because
you're so ready for it.
You think you know what's going to happen.
Yep.
You don't know what is going to happen. I love people that follow you. One of my favorite things from Factory of Terror when Jessica and I went that one time a long time ago was the chain link fence construction area where they were like, just people that would follow you dragging their sledgehammers and would just creep you out because 1 second they're there, 1 second they're not, and then they're just like right behind you. They did a really good job of like I could hear Jessica like moving around. She's like, no. I'd look behind and I see him right there. I'm like, nah, just stop following us.
Yeah.
The one guy at the very end on like the football.
Oh yeah,
he like put his arm up and cut me off when Jessica went in front of me.
Oh, that's
she didn't want to. That guy who's like, I just need somebody to sacrifice. Yes. I just need somebody's blood. Or
yeah.
And we're walking through. She's like rushed through that, so the guy like put his arm up in front of me so he could go chase her.
Really? That's so funny. That's awesome. That dude though, the football pads at the very end, he did not want to scare me. It was, not like I want to say like that, but he wanted to scare somebody else in the party. It was probably Jessica actually.
He probably saw you and was like, oh.
Well, no, he saw me and he was just like, just pointing me out, like and pointing me outside, and then when I opened the thing, I thought it was another room. Right?
Yeah.
No, it's outside.
Oh, it's outside.
It's so funny. I'm like, oh, all right, I'm out. And then so whoever he got, it was pretty funny. So
man, I'll tell you what, that was just an incredibly well done, and I've gone to many haunted houses at this point, and that has to be my favorite at this point.
No, I'm telling you, it was fantastic.
So well done. Corner to corner, there's something.
Yeah. Man.
And then if not, you're going through like the claustrophobic air bubble thingies.
Yes. Oh, but the spin. They got everything. They even got the
spinning tunnel.
The spinning tunnel.
Dude, I love those. I want that in our house somewhere. Just to walk through.
Dude, it'd be so crazy. No, I'm telling you.
To go outside.
Yeah. Okay. So
you're drunk.
Oh my. No, you wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
You would not make it.
I pissed myself. I didn't get to the bathroom.
I just had to go. Why?
Why would I install this?
You mad yourself every time.
Invite like solicitors into your home. Come on in.
Yeah. You want to use the restroom?
Yeah.
That's funny. But actually, speaking of that, at the Gold Brothers place too, that was probably my favorite tunnel though too, because I went in and it automatically. Remember the guy was coming up from behind, right?
Yep.
And I was automatically you're already this kind of way, right? So then you're getting scared. Well, then that guy came up front, and I like jumped out of his way. I hit like this against the rail. He went past me, and it was like 2 more steps, and I'm completely out of the circle. Here we are. I'm out. And you got me so good. It was awesome, man. It was so fun.
They had a blast with our group.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you,
because that was.
Yeah, and like I said, next time we'll make it to where we remember to not to just split the group up. We'll do that. I like that idea.
Yeah, because after we went through it, was like, yeah, you're right. You know, that you guys didn't get necessarily as good as scares as we did.
Yeah. Yeah, at least enough. And the thing is too is we could always do that we can always all go in and then just just separate. Yeah. Just like remember when we started walking through, we walked through and I saw somebody up ahead of us.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, and then they weren't there.
Right.
So
right.
You know, so I think
it doesn't take long.
Yeah, for sure. So you just give them a couple
you
minutes.
You kind of want to keep it moving.
Well, exactly, absolutely. Well, there was some points I thought I was moving too fast because I turned around and then you guys are actually like be like not far behind me, but a pretty gap. I'm like, oh, all right, I gotta calm down. I'm scared. You know,
I don't want to be by myself.
Exactly. What am I doing? You know, shit. So,
oh man. Yeah, that was a blast. I'm so glad we got out to do it because we haven't gone to a haunted house in a few years, and
it was fun. It was a perfect night. And then once again, thank you to Jessica.
Yeah, because she
killed both of them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she killed it.
Okay, and who planned the first escape room too?
Well, that was both of us. That was for Thursday. So that was. She said she wanted to do an escape room, so I found one.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Okay, because that was a good one too.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was like a great entry into an escape room because that one that we just did, the carnival one, that was like an elevated one. It was like, oh, here's an escape room. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, here's a like totally different, immersive, submersive escape room. You know, they're not all just like this. They could be totally different. You know what I mean? It's incredible. I want to do that ghost western one.
Oh yes,
because that sounds so much fun.
Yeah, so I'm in. Yeah.
But yeah, the haunted houses, man. That just was like, okay, we could do it. We did it, and then you know, halfway through this haunted house, I'm thinking, human beings are so goofy. We pay this money.
Yep. And extra money.
And then some extra money to just go get the crap scared out of you.
It's enjoyment.
It is. Yeah. It's that adrenaline.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the heart rate pumping. You know, human beings like an elevated heart rate.
Yeah.
We love roller coasters. We love thrilling.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's just, I'm like, why do we do this to ourselves? I mean, every time I'm laughing right after because I'm like, I'm having so much fun. Like, and it's so weird. I'm literally scared to, like, you're scaring the shit out of me to where I'm screaming. I'm having so much fun. You know? It's so funny.
Do you know some things I found that's funny, and I guess maybe because you're going there for it, but a lot of people get scared and laugh at haunted houses. Mm-hmm. But like I said, I joke around and like I scare people. You know, I scared our one friend at her house quite a bit, and she doesn't laugh as much as I don't think she does at like a haunted house. You know, she's more mad at me. You know, but it's fun.
Yeah, right.
You know?
It's all fun.
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's funny.
It's just funny that I've noticed that because like you said, I mean, because if I would scare you somehow here, you're not gonna laugh necessarily right after.
I probably would laugh.
You
think? Oh yeah.
I'm gonna get you, dude.
I've
tried already.
I have like this like. Besides my ultimate near-death experience of out in the ocean, I was not laughing then.
Yeah.
But
you actually couldn't.
I was like a little tired. I was tired from yelling help and trying to swim. But I don't know, like roller coasters. I'm just laughing so hard, like I just have like this madman laugh where it's like so weird. I'm like, I know, like depending on how I die, I might just be laughing during it because like it's just like I don't know. Yeah, it's this weird tick where I'm like you know. We like spun out on the highway once, and cars are like coming at us, and I'm like, oh, "What are you gonna do?" You know,
you're just laughing.
What else are you gonna do? I don't know. But something inside me was just like, "This shit's hilarious." I was like, "Kevin, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's not funny."
I might have had a brain correction because out in the ocean, I was not laughing. I was like, "Oh, this is pretty crappy."
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, man, that was so much fun. So if you have not done an escape room, oh my god,
do it.
Stop
Seriously,
putting it off.
Absolutely, yeah. Telling you.
It is so much fun. Get a bunch of people together that you know you're just it's not even necessarily like delegating.
No.
It's like everybody disperse.
Yep.
Let's try to figure things out. If you're having trouble, somebody will walk over.
Yes.
Or if you leave it, somebody else will work on it.
Absolutely.
And they'll get it, or and vice versa. It's
it's a very fun puzzle game you have to put together.
You have to think out of the box.
Yes, and that's the fun part. So like, you just can't get somebody like you have to be an open-minded when you go into it.
Right.
I'm telling you, and actually both times you get reminded of that. The first time, obviously, you're not 100% sure of it. Once you get to it, you're like, okay. Once you start learning what they're doing, you're like, okay, wait a minute. But this one, at first, it took me a second to be open-minded. I'm like doing stupid things at first, right? Like not thinking about.
Oh right, yeah. I'm like
exactly,
touching everything.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do?
But it's like, wait, let's think this through.
Yes, absolutely. Because as soon as you start doing that, all of a sudden the clues start coming together. All of a sudden, faster and faster and faster. So it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's it's freaking awesome.
And then Ghoul Brothers too, though.
And then Ghoul Brothers.
Yes.
Now, if you visited a haunted house this year, let us know. Let us know where it was and what if it was awesome or not. Because man, I'll tell you what,
we're always down. Now that I got this one in, the thing is I'm like ready. Obviously, probably not this year necessarily.
Right? Yeah. We got. But
and then so I think but like at least we'll have recommendations because I'm down to start the beginning of October as soon as they open up.
Yeah, right.
Going a little bit more. You know what I mean? I'm in.
We've done because that Saturday, man, we slammed some stuff. We went and had breakfast with my mom and then took her to this nice farm that has all this kid stuff. They've got the pumpkin chunker, shoots a big van. Right. We did a little bit of a corn maze and we did all that stuff.
Yeah.
Then we go home, carve some pumpkins, and then we went to an escape room, and then we went to a haunted house. I'm like, man, we packed some shit in, man.
And that's why you guys were pretty tired when you.
Dude. It was like midnight or whatever. People were leaving, and Jessica's like, "Don't be mad if I don't want to watch Squid Game." I'm like, why would I? I'm down to fall asleep too.
Yes,
I'm just as tired as you are.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because she was tired before we even went to the escape room. She was.
Oh yeah.
Well, we packed in some food though. That's what happened.
Yep.
So as soon as that happened, yeah. But
so to kind of change subjects a little bit, you watched a movie that I'm a big fan of.
I did.
Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat.
So, what did you think?
Actually, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. It's not just one.
It's not just one thing. And at first, it actually threw me off because I thought they were going to go back to some things, right? I thought it was weird how, cause it went through to, different parts. And I'm not saying that, but, okay, so, I mean, obviously, it's an older movie. But, when the kids.
7 or something like
that. So when the kids go down the elevator to go see the school bus and stuff, right? So, when all that happens. Essentially, that's the end of that story, right?
Yep.
So essentially, that's what it is. So, but then at first, I thought when the girl walked away, I forget her name now. I apologize. But anyways, that girl, when the young girl walked away from there, because then the kid with the bag, the killer or whatever, when he
Sam.
Sam, yeah, So when he's walking this way, they just walk past each other, and then you don't see her anymore.
Right.
So all of a sudden, you're like, oh, okay, well that story's over, right? So it threw me off, and I thought it would go back, right? It never did.
So it's like an anthology movie that's all the same town.
Yes, gotcha. Okay, so it's crazy. It's different stories happen because obviously it's a different night.
And then certain things intersect. You can see certain things happen in the background.
Yes. Yep. Well, then also at the very end, you have the storyline of the guy and the dad. Right? I mean, the dad and the son. You have to
help me with the eyes.
Yes, you need to help me with the eyes. And at first, I'm like, what is going on? And then so that part actually it made me laugh because remember because he was outside. He goes, "Dad, help me with the eyes."
He's walking downstairs with the knife. You're like, damn, man,
this is dark.
It's really pissed off.
Yes, but then all of a sudden it's.
What about the kid with the candy bar?
I know that's what I'm saying. Well, yeah. You're talking about. I had his name. The kid from Bad Santa.
That's not him.
It's not him. It looks just like him.
Maybe, but I don't think so.
I'm gonna look it up.
Go ahead, look it up.
Okay.
But
you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. The kid who takes more than one from his bucket.
Yeah.
And he's carving that pumpkin. He just starts puking up all that blood and stuff. It was like a razor blade, chunks of razor blade or whatever in the candy bar, and it's kind of hits those urban legends. Him. And it is.
I told you, I knew it was him. I knew it was.
Really is?
Yeah, it's because he's in Trick or Treat. Yeah, it's his name is Brett Kelly.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I was saying, okay, I'm like, dude, if that's not him, he's a doppelganger.
No, that's
still
that's
the same
really
business,
funny. Yeah.
That's
you're
crazy.
Right. That's
funny. Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of hits the tropes of urban legends and
oh
stuff like
yeah,
that.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Weapons and the candy,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Well, okay, and am I correct? And I'm pretty sure this was said. The old guy at the end with the dog, okay, that he comes and has a candy bar. You know what I'm talking about, right? The older guy at the very end. He's the bus driver, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like burning the pictures in the
Yes,
fireplace.
yeah.
So I love full circles here, and that's Brian Cox, who is Daddy Logan in Succession. he's also William Wallace's uncle, Argyle, in Braveheart.
Oh.
Yeah. Brian Cox, legendary. He's also in Adaptation. Which I love adaptation. Brian Cox is awesome.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that whole school bus thing. Whoo, dark.
Very dark.
Yeah.
Very dark.
When they're like put the candy in the bucket and then make sure the chains are locked and then
the only thing that didn't make sense to me was it a setup? Was the bus driver not supposed to be on the bus?
Why?
What? Because he gets tripped, and then all of a sudden he can't stop I thought he was going up to stop the kid that was driving. So just that just it was just this weird
tripped
question.
so that the kid can drive the bus.
Yeah, but he drives. So then, but
the kid doesn't know how to drive the bus, so he accidentally.
But the whole. That's what I'm saying was the whole purpose of it to.
Yeah, he would have been off the bus as the thing's going over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, so he wasn't supposed to be on there anyways. This is the whole point of it.
Yeah, he was just sending that thing over.
Got it. And then the kids drove it because he wanted to drive the bus. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, because he knew something was wrong. Wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. He knew something was wrong because he knew he wasn't going home. So that's why he escaped. He was trying to go home, but unfortunately he didn't know how to drive a bus.
Yeah.
So that sucker went over.
Got it.
That's like one thing that's like stuck in our brains. So we're like, oh no, that's the wrong way. We're like, wrong way. Wrong way.
That's funny. Yeah, I do. I mean, but don't be wrong. The overall the movie. So the one thing too, and I was not expecting at the very end with the girls.
Anna Paquin and
I was
the
not.
werewolves.
Yeah, I was not
that was
expecting
awesome,
that.
though.
I know, it was crazy. I mean, I was hoping for something else. I'm just kidding. But no, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I love that storyline because like they build you up and
exactly
like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so like you had this whole mindset of something totally different, and then it was
great song. I think it was "Sweet Dreams," Marilyn Manson.
Yes.
In the scene too.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, don't me wrong. It was a good like Halloween flick.
It was.
That's
it
truly
was.
what it comes down to. It was just a good overall Halloween film.
There's like certain parts that are scary, because of just having like some horror tropes, especially with Sam, like Sam in the bus driver's house.
Yeah.
Sam going after the lady in the beginning.
Do you know what's so funny is I thought the lady in the beginning was gonna be a main character.
Oh.
Yes.
It's not Shannon, but
what? No. But who is that girl?
Do
you know the girl? I mean,
I know what you're talking about.
But that girl, for some reason, I thought she was gonna be a main characcer. I don't know why. And then all of a sudden, at the very
that's
beginning,
like kind of the fun part of like it being
crazy.
like this anthology is because like you're like, oh, whoa, like that. She just got murdered. Oh, dude, so it is I think it is based off of an actual comic.
Oh, is it really? Do you know what this movie got on Rotten Tomatoes too? Right?
No,
84.
Nice.
So I'm telling for what it is. I mean, that's fantastic.
Filmed, in Ohio.
Yeah.
Very, very good movie. Huge cast.
That's why. But I want to know.
But yeah, I love the way that like they're just getting dates. You think they're gonna go to some like Halloween party, but no. Sorry, guys.
Well, they even set you up to see the Halloween party.
Yeah.
You even set it up to see. Remember, because when the kids go trick or treat, they go to the one person's house that's having a party like that.
Yeah, right.
So then you think that like that's gonna be the party that these guys are gonna go to, right? And then nope, not that one.
Man, when that dude is like biting on that chick's neck at the party, he's like a serial killer, you know, like he comes out he's not like an actual vampire. He's like pretending to.
Yeah, but he like glued him in, and then actually like it's crazy. Except first, when I first saw that, I'm like, and then you find out who he is. You're like, oh wait a minute, what?
He's just a bad dude.
Yeah, just okay, that's weird.
You have to help me with the eyes.
It makes me mad. I can't find her right now, but because I just don't think she was gonna be. It doesn't matter. I was just trying to find her name, what her name was, but
yeah, thought she'd be in there longer.
Yeah.
It's so funny because like she's like, okay, go get the videotape.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
And he falls asleep, and then it's like, wait a minute, what happened? Yeah, she's dead, man.
Yep.
Sam.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. I. It's so funny. So the night that Jessica and I met and everything, I had brought over my PlayStation 3. I had just because we were at my friend's house, I had brought over my PlayStation 3 so we could watch movie like Blu-rays.
Yeah. And
I had just bought Trick or Treat. Never watched it before.
Oh. Okay.
And the on the PS3 the menu like it would just loop. So throughout the entire night of Jessica and I drinking and hanging out and falling asleep and waking up, this movie's just playing on repeat. We've seen the whole movie, just not all in one part. So then, like, every year now, we just watch it on Halloween.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah. It's something new for us.
And it's like, it's such a good one to get to do that,
I'm
too.
I'm actually shocked that I have not watched it, to be honest with you. So when you started talking about beforehand, then it just came up. It came up on HBO, I think it was.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so when it came up there, I'm like, you know what? Boom, I'm watching it. Actually, because actually what we did Friday night was we played games.
Yeah.
So Friday night, I turned it on while we were playing, right? Well, then we got off, and then I've never actually seen it, so I went back probably like 20 minutes. Cause I paid attention to a lot of it, because I wasn't doing the hottest in the game.
I was gonna say it's a little discouraging. Yeah,
so there's
gotta wipe some rust off.
Yeah, so then so there's a couple parts where I was actually paying attention to, so I knew a lot of the story, so I didn't go back and rewatch it all. But I went back and rewatched probably, like I said, I probably went back like 20 minutes or so, and then I watched all the way through before I went to bed. So I watched the entire thing. And then actually today, because for some reason I'm like, I just want to make sure I watched it. I watched the first 40 minutes of the movie today too, actually.
Oh, okay.
Just because I want to make sure I didn't miss anything at the beginning that I didn't remember, right? So just because I'm like, just in case.
Sounds like
because.
A dead horror out here.
I know, yeah. Get out of my yard.
He breaks out that finger and then throws it to the dog.
Yeah.
Sounds like a dead horror out here. I love Brian Cox. It's like a perfect grumpy person, but like you see him in interviews and he's like just this cheery man. Like he doesn't.
Really?
He's like, they're like, how well do you associate with Logan Roy? Because Logan Roy, he could be pretty damn harsh, and he's like, I don't. He's like, but it's fun. It's a fun character to play. The school bus scene is haunting with it going over the cliff, knowing what's in the school bus, and especially the way she tells the story of like the parents' hidden secrets and they're just ashamed of it's but you don't really chain kids up unless they're probably a little violent, so who knows what was on that bus. I just that scene is just always like,
oh yeah.
On the special features, it's like incredible how they actually did that with the pit, because the pit's not actually there, and the bus doesn't actually like necessarily go over and everything. So it's really cool how they actually like filmed it and then edited it
to like do it,
because it looks
like
you took a bus into a crater.
That's crazy.
Yeah, very well done. I love that movie. It's one where like I'm not mad that we watch it every year, because it's like
it's a good. It's a good. Obviously, it's an 84 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Right.
It's highly liked.
Sam is such a cool character, especially when the bus driver lives, doesn't he? They have like an understanding at the end, right?
Because he got the candy bar.
Yeah. And that's right. He gets He gets like the shit kicked out of him. He gets shot and blown to bits.
Twice.
Pieces come back together and everything is like the Terminator.
How can you can't stop this thing.
You can't stop that thing.
No.
I love that Sam's costume too. It's creepy.
Absolutely,
it's perfect.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
And then a school bus drives by and he's just standing on the side of the road. You know, he's just creepy looking. It's so good, man. I loved it. So good.
Yeah.
So if you have not watched Trick or Treat,
highly
come on now.
Yeah, come on now.
Dozy-do now.
Yeah, dozy-do. Yep, it is Monday. Watch it.
It's the movie that we're going to be talking about for the week. We watched some other things, so that we'll get to here in a moment. But Trick or Treat's the movie that we're talking about. Get on it.
Fantastico.
Watch it. Let us know. What did you think?
Yes.
I love it. Plus it holds sentimental.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For you, you even got the one level up. You know?
Yeah.
It's good.
It just sets up so well. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's
fun.
It's
sweet the way that the multi stories essentially at the end, even they all trickle into each other.
Yeah, exactly. Like it all wraps up. It's all one cohesive thing. But how it's laid out is like you get so like it's like a horror story onion. You know,
well,
you
absolutely.
get all these different layers, and then
it's crazy. So like when the Brian Cox part comes up with him, like where they go back to where he's. You know, I forgot the kid where he's burying the kid. You know what I mean? That one. You know what I'm talking about?
Sam?
What? No, I'm not Sam. Remember when he yells? About the whole
like a dead horror.
Exactly. Yeah. So like when they go back, they go back to that part. You know what I mean? So so when they go back to that, at first I'm like, what is going on?
Because he's like, help. And he's like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you actually get to see why he's
exactly. Yes, he really needed help. You know? Yeah. He's like, you son of a bitch, get over here. It's so funny. It's so good. So
great stuff.
Good movie. So anyways, my whole point to that is I thought the movie was actually ending at the scene that was before that, and then it said, well, earlier. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, you know, let's go back in, let's go, let's finish this up. Some more. And it's actually quite a bit too more. You know what I mean? So I didn't. For some reason, I don't know, because I remember I paused it and went back. So like I've been watching for longer than just a normal time. You know what I mean? So like that's where like my mind was like, it was just off on the timing of it. So
excellent. Yeah, I'm glad you finally got to it.
It was good. I'm kind of upset that it took me this many years, but it's fine. You know, I'll get over it.
Well, you know, it came out in 2007, and
I'll rewatch it.
Jessica in 2009, so it took me a few years too. So. Yeah. You know, not.
But you've watched
20.
It. Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding.
So I have an additional, so many times I gotta watch it to catch up.
Right.
No, that's all.
10, 11 years worth.
Exactly. Sorry, Trick or Treat. I will catch up.
That's funny. Yeah. Good stuff. All right, so we talked about the show. You started it.
Yes.
Before me, you finished it before me. You were very gracious not to spoil anything for me.
I did my best. I almost did. We talked about on Saturday.
Oh yeah, right.
So close, but yes.
The whole world's talking about it.
Yes.
So why shouldn't we? Right?
Yeah.
We should talk about it.
I agree about it.
Squid Game.
Let's go,
dude. Incredible.
Yes.
Incredibly well done.
Yes. Do me a favor, guys. If you like Squid Games, just give us a thumbs up. Let us know. Tweet us, please.
Yeah.
Shoot us an email. Do whatever. I want to know everybody else's opinion on this. Okay, sorry. Before we're going to dive into it.
Yes. talkaboutnothing@gmail.com or hit us up at CoreyKevin1 on Twitter, because I would also like to hear
I want to
some
know.
input on
I want
Squid
to
Game,
know.
because you know, from what I had heard, it's really violent or whatever, and it is.
Yes.
I am not trying to say it isn't, but it's different. It's this realism. It's this realistic.
Well, that's what they did different, because people are still real in it. Right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, and not just the people that are left. You know what I mean? Because like that's a different. I'm comparing it to Borderland. You know what I mean? Like,
well, right.
Just the same realm. Yes, 100%.
Well, I love the difference. You know, Alice in Borderland are people that are taken against their will, really.
Yes.
And Squid Game is people that are given a choice.
Yep.
And absolutely mind-blowing. We won't go over some spoilers, because I feel like it is decently new to where I wouldn't want to ruin it for anybody. Certain aspects of it,
100%.
But I'll tell you what. So we watched the red light, green light. Now you see some of that in the preview, so you already know that this is going to be a messed up game, but it does nothing. It literally, you seeing that still does not prepare you for just how frightening this game is.
Oh, I'm telling you, it's
you
insane.
move just a little bit, bam, you're out.
I'm talking about like breathing.
Yeah,
I mean, you breathe too much,
dude. When Ollie grabs him and then holds him, he's like, "This guy's super strong. He held me." Like, it was like, just incredible. And it's like, man, I'm just trying to like phrase it right, but it's like you have rotten people in there, and then you have people that are there because of crappy situations, and this is the best. This is it. This is the best I could do.
Exactly.
And they're good people.
Yeah.
Right. So, but then like ultimately, the majority of the people are these selfish gamblers, degenerates, borrow. I mean, everything. Their life is on margin.
Look what he's doing. He's getting money and then going to, and then instantaneously. So
disappointing.
Yeah, I know.
And I love the way they did it though, because I feel for you, but I understand why you're there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes. I understand that you have good, like the intention.
You can be.
The intention could be there for you, and it's there, but at the same time, other things are weighing out some of those times, right? So, like with that being said, but they really drew me in to like really enjoy that character without that part of it. You know what I mean? So like,
once he's like, especially like once they're like, it's like you just love the character. I mean, that actor is so good.
He's great. He is fantastic.
He needs to be in more, because like that was incredible performances. There was not a single bad performance in this show.
No, not by anybody.
Not by anybody.
Yeah. And I think everybody played their part to where like sometimes where people are awkward, right? Mm-hmm. It comes off awkward. It's hard to play an awkward sometimes like character well, right? I'm not saying you can
tell when somebody's trying.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. There's not just naturally that anything like that. And these people, every one of them, even like think about like the loner girl.
Yep.
Think about how well she played her part, where she was this quiet, silent girl to like. All of a sudden she's coming to help. She's doing, like there's little things.
Yeah,
and then she became a huge
integral part.
Yes, crazy.
So
oh my goodness, man.
That was like one of the Marvel game. Like literally, like just it damaged me emotionally, man. Like
yes.
I like so. All right, so so going back to what I was saying, like after red light, green light. Okay, you now know like these games they're twisted.
Yes.
They might be a simple game, but there's something twisted to it. And after that first game, and then they do that second game or whatever, like that the loudspeaker coming on doing like the do whatever, and then start speaking, like my heart sinks. Like I get nervous in my stomach because I'm like, what game is it? What are we gonna have to do, guys? Like I'm in there with you guys. Like Seriously. It's like so heart wrenching. That's like one thing that played into it so well, is like the actors were so good that everything felt so real, that these characters are real.
Yes,
that these things are actually happening.
It is.
It was. Oh my God! It like I kid you not. The marble scene, the marble game. Hurt me,
and
sad.
It's crazy, and it's not just one part of the Marvel scene.
No,
there's more.
There's so many.
Yes.
Oh, dude, it is like it's heartbreaking.
Yes,
it is heartbreaking.
Exactly. So I think what what Squid Games did differently, and I'm just gonna. This is the last time I'm gonna try to compare these two movies.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because I would have to say, I love them equally.
Yes, and sometimes in their own ways though too.
Yeah,
right? That's
because
thing.
They are.
Yeah. So remember, you brought up the beach scene, okay? In that, and I think what the difference between the two are, okay. So the beach scene was terrible, but you know what I mean? Because I think the number that you lost in like Squid Game at the very beginning. I'm not ruining anything, and this is. I
don't think so, man. I think you'd have to go back and rewatch.
Well, that. Maybe I might.
Because dude, that.
Okay, but so like my thing is though is you already cared about the characters.
Well, that's the difference. Yep.
Yes, that's what I mean. So that's
we have a larger pool of characters that we're caring for.
Exactly,
and then
now it's Borderlands, and then this one, it's right at the very beginning. You the characters that you learn to care about, you don't lose right?
Yeah.
So like,
don't get attached.
Exactly. So that's the thing. So I think that's where like the wrenching of the mass quantity at first is like not there.
Well,
I was like shocked by it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like it didn't affect me like it did on the beach scene. I'm not saying that, but I think that's a big difference.
Yeah.
That's at the end, and this is at the beginning, right? So it's those things. I mean, think about how the second or third episode of Alice in Borderlands, where they're playing that wolf game. Remember?
That sounds that's wild.
That's it. I mean, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh.
So South Korea, your content is amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are the new Hollywood.
Yeah, seriously.
You have all the original ideas. Your craft is beautiful. Keep going because I'll consume it all. I'll tell you what, this show blew me away. Yeah. I you know, like we were talking about at the beginning, you know, getting a feel for these characters. There's some characters that you don't even like know as long, but you still love them. Like there's games where you go in and you're like trying your brain's like, how are we gonna get out of this? And then like there's a point where you're like, not everyone's getting out of this. Because like in the beginning, I thought maybe. Well, we'll talk about that later. I don't want to say that because it'll ruin the ending. So, we'll stick to some basics here. Which I'm sure like the majority of people. I mean, is like the most watched show in the world right now. So I know the majority of people have watched it, but we'll give it a little bit of leeway or whatever.
Yeah,
but the games. The bridge game.
I was just say that's exactly the thing I was getting ready to bring up. So so there's a certain. I'm not going to give anything away, but the guy and the girl. Okay, we'll take it that right.
Solid. Yeah. I was so pumped for her.
Too. Thank you.
Yeah, I was so pumped for her.
Yes, because and then I mean, of course, and he's got to go out the bang too, right?
Oh you know big coward.
Yes, little idiot. I hated that guy from the very beginning, and I know you're supposed to. That's the whole point of the character. But man, did he just tickle me the wrong way? I swear,
I know. Man,
I wanted to that snake. I mean,
that's the snake face bastard.
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah, especially because there was one thing that happened that lights out the lights out thing that bothered me because I feel like as things are supposed to be fair.
Yes. Yeah.
This wasn't like this is
and then the thing that bothers me is it's an on purpose thing. I mean they obviously
they encouraged
exactly.
it.
So like that really makes me like that, but that shows you what they're going through, though. That's a difference.
Well, and then like you have no idea what to anticipate. Like,
it's. I mean, could you imagine this? Okay, you are stuck in a building, and you go play these games, and then you just watch everything that happens, and then you come back, and then obviously there's people that don't make it, so your rooms are getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Every time they come back,
and the beds are
less
getting
and less,
exactly. So it's insane, and then you're expected to go eat, go to sleep, and wake up the next day and do the same thing. That's what you're expected to do.
Well, what's crazy is because of the artificial lighting and being inside that building, and them not really getting to see much daylight.
They don't know what it is.
Who knows?
That's true.
It could have been like a 5-day thing or a 3-day thing, and I it's like after like the third game, people are just like walking around like,
yeah.
I don't want to talk to you because
I don't want to know you.
I don't want you. Don't tell me anything about you.
Yes, I hate you.
I'm a person who gets connected. I don't want to connect with you.
For sure.
Do not talk to me. I'll be like,
I'll
save you. You're way better than I am. You can go.
Yeah.
So just don't talk to me.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like they did a good job of like kind of grounding it. You know, you feel bad, but you signed the waiver. You could have taken the time to read everything.
Exactly, 100%. Yeah.
But you're in it for the money. This is who you are.
Yeah.
So like at a certain point, like you have to accept it. Like, this is, but it's a tough pill to swallow. Like,
and so the one thing that we never even talked about even at all was like the cop that was involved.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you this. Never mind.
We can talk about that later.
Yeah, I just have one question.
I called something out like so early.
Okay.
And I was like,
Yes.
I was like, yes, that's awesome.
Okay.
Okay, that whole that's some of the cool stuff about Squid Game too, right? Is it's not just about these characters, not even just about these games. There's so many other side stories going on.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. It's not. Yeah.
There's secret staff working.
Yes.
There's there's a lot of secrets to this.
Exactly. I know. That's why I almost slipped up. I don't want to. I just want to ruin anything because there's a part that. Yeah. I mean, yes, 100%. There's a lot of secrets.
Yeah,
just say that.
There's so many secrets, and it's cool because there's all these different side storylines. Because when you see certain things happening, like the incinerators, right? How not all of them.
Yeah.
Right. So with some of these secret tunnels and whatnot. Oh, okay. So this has been going on for a while. You're not going to just do all this work for a one game time, right? Like this whole island, this whole thing has taken time to build. This thing has been used, right? So, and then you go into like this records room.
Yep.
And you're like, holy shit.
Yes.
This has been going on for a long time. I looked at Jessica and I said, there's a lot of missing people that go missing all the time. Like, that's super sad, and I'm not trying to like.
Well, yeah, seriously, yeah.
But I'm like, what if something like this was real?
Yeah, seriously, like even not the quantity,
right? Yeah,
but the people.
Yeah,
I'm just saying like the quantity of people that were in the show, right?
Yeah,
not even that quantity, even remotely 10,
20, 30,
exactly.
40. You don't 456.
Yes, that's insane. That's crazy. Yeah, it's wild.
So I'm like, man, like I feel like it's just like as this realism, like. The writers like knew what they were doing.
Well, I think they sucked you in from the very beginning with the character. The character at the very beginning, and like so, this is one thing that. Okay, so the way he was talking to his mom at the very beginning, right? Yeah, seriously, I'm like, okay, this guy, right?
He said he was 47 years old.
Yeah,
that's
I'm like, yeah, what, are you kidding me?
What are you doing?
Yes, exactly. I know. Yeah, he. Well, obviously, you know what he's doing. He's an idiot and going get stupid things at tracks and stuff. You know.
Yeah. That's so. That's gonna be. I can't remember his name right now, but Alice in Borderland, the main character. That's him grown up.
That's funny.
Getting yelled at for not working. But you use that brain. Dude, when he's licking the honey thing.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And then like everybody else is like, everybody's licking it. And the old man.
Oh.
Bravo.
Yeah, seriously, good. It was really, it was great work.
He said, I saw a thing that he said that like he's like inundated with emails and offers to be in all these different like shows and movies. And
I was
stuff.
saying,
like,
I mean, it probably.
Like, dude, you're an excellent actor.
Yeah.
But you're also like this like perfect old man. That
seriously,
could just be like in anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
You could just come over and hang out.
Yeah, it was fine. I'll pay it, man.
I will hang out
awesome.
with you.
Yeah. I mean, the memes that have been going around. There's one scene where he's sitting against the wall, by himself.
In the white room.
Yeah, the memes are.
So when I saw the memes before I saw the show, and it's funny. So when it popped up, I'm like,
there it is.
There's the meme.
That's why it's hard because that's what's fun about memes though. Because before you watch something, a lot of times you can look at it because they don't give anything away.
Oh yeah,
I used to
like
cut
no context of what that is.
If it's something I really want to watch, I've always cut it out. Right, I would not watch. I would not look at the memes. If anything, social media, I'd skim. Like right. Boom. Like I don't want to care. I don't want to see any of it. But then now, like recently though, like I've been because the memes don't tell you. I mean, it's not movie
They're
lines.
Not. Yeah, it's just like a one screenshot.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of
that's fine. So
a million.
Yes.
Yeah. When I first was like hearing about this show, I feel like people really are questioning almost like why this is such a sensation, and like you have people that are like. People just love it because of the violence, and I'm like, I don't think that's it. I actually, one bit.
Yes, that's probably my least favorite part about the show.
Yeah, like I feel like because it's they don't glorify it.
No, it's not good.
It's not gratuitous. It's not glorified. It's not a John Wick of piling bodies up to the ceiling. Like it's super realistic. I don't think that's the attractor. I think the attractor is simply the acting, the story, the characters literally draw you in. It's seriously perfect. Like I'm truly shocked if somebody was like, I couldn't get into it.
Well, yeah,
I just
it's
I was just like Alice in Borderland.
Well,
I'm in.
It's crazy. I watched. Well, I don't think I told you. I watched one episode, and then so it was on Sunday. We got back from camping. That's when I first watched the first episode, right? Well, then I only watched one because the Browns game was on next. Mm-hmm. So it was like perfect timing. The show ended. I was invested, but at the same time, like I had the Browns game to watch. Because if I do episode 2, I'm not going to stop until episode 9. Right until it's time for bed. I'm not that's the thing. So then I'm like, no, I'm going to watch a game. So I didn't do anything. Well, I started the next day. And I watched it, and I watched it, and I watched it. You know, I finished it. I think I only had like 2 episodes left or 3 episodes left after Monday. To where I almost finished the entire thing and that quickly. You know what I mean? It was just one of those things where it's like, because it sucks you in so much. That's the hard part. If I had more time, I would have finished it on Monday.
Oh,
that's the
absolutely.
thing. You know, I mean, I just don't have a limited time.
We put in.
You guys put some hurt on it.
We did because we had watched. God. Well, all right. So we played games Friday, and we probably watched like maybe 2 episodes that night.
Okay.
And then on yesterday, we just slammed through it.
I was gonna say it's awesome. How many episodes do you think you have left? Because you're on episode what, like 4 or 5? Or
4 or 5. I couldn't remember. Okay. I think it was 5.
Okay.
So we had four episodes after that.
Yeah,
so it wasn't bad at all. But it was just like, man, I wasn't ready to let go of characters. I'll tell you that.
You weren't ready to let go of them yet?
I wasn't ready. Yeah. Like I'm like, it was, brutal.
It's hard.
Brutal.
It's hard.
It literally was heart wrenching, man. The Marvels.
Yeah.
The Marvels set me up to like. After that, I'm like, I have to tone down my emotional investment here because
Well, yeah. Because then after that, though, because it did turn into a little bit more. So I think after
it sped up a bit.
Yes, exactly. So so then all of a sudden it went from like the heart wrenching to like now it's more of like let's wrap it up type of thing.
Let's the games have to come to a close.
Exactly.
Like, we're not going to be here forever, right?
Yeah, but the one that still messes with me too, if you think about this, is the tug of war one, man. Could you imagine, like, because that is the feat of strength, right? I mean,
not necessarily.
But I'm talking about no matter if it's smart physics strength or if it's actually.
Oh, okay. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I'm just saying, like,
that's brains over brawn.
Exactly.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
But still, there's got to be some sort of strength there, right? And think about your strength just being too weak compared to the random people that you don't meet up with.
Yeah, like when we have an old man and a woman, we should gather men or whatever. And then it was like they wound up they have 2 women.
Was it only 2? No,
it was 3. It was 3.
Yep,
yeah,
it was 3 women. So that's what I'm saying. So because I'm like, oh my god, yeah, they're. I mean, they're
that's why I love this show though.
Yes.
It was like use your brain.
Correct.
Like that's another thing that drew me in more. Was like it wasn't just these simple games.
That's why we like the escape rooms, bro. I'm just saying. You know?
Well, exactly. You gotta use your brain.
Yeah.
If you don't use your brain, you lose it.
Yep. Lose it.
Proven.
Yeah.
I learned that in 40-year-old version. Is it true if you don't use it, you lose it?
Yes. Huh.
So yeah, season 2. I have not seen anything about it being renewed, but with how it ended, I'm sure there'll be some sort of almost like you could almost do an anthology of something like this, but I'm not exactly sure. But I'm sure they'll figure out something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's something I would trust because the writing, it was just phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
It was great. I mean, literally from top to bottom, I would rate this thing. Honestly, if I was giving it like a Rotten Tomato score, I mean, it would honestly, be like a 99 to 100.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm really.
I would have to agree, 99 to 100%. Yeah,
yes,
I would.
Yes,
I would have to agree because I don't think there was a single thing that I was like upset about. No. I don't think there was a single thing that I was like, or
yes,
that rubbed me wrong, or that I was captivated. I was enthralled.
Because I think the way that they did it too, to where like you had all the people. I mean, you have a doctor, you have not like so like
everyone's equal. Yeah,
like it's equal to it, right?
Yeah,
that's the thing.
You've got the big brain guy who's the pride and joy of the hometown, with the guy who did nothing with his life because hey, you're all equal there. You all did something
to get to this point.
To get to that point. That's why I liked the games, except for Lights Out. I liked the games just because it was everybody's equal. Everybody has a fair shot.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, Squid Game.
Yes, watch it, please.
Let us know.
Yeah, tell us about
it. What was that email address?
cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com.
That sounds like a good address to email.
I would
email that.
Yeah. How about that Twitter?
I think that's at CoreyKevin1.
That's not. That actually just rings a bell.
Yeah, I would ding, 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 tweet that account if I weren't looking at it.
Yes.
Yeah. Let us know. Escape rooms, haunted houses, trick or treat, Squid Game. Let us know.
Yeah. Let us
Plus,
know.
I want to play Squid Game.
Yes.
That just seems interesting. I want to be the secret inspector.
Seriously, I want to try it.
Man, I liked his charisma at the end just because he was like. The offense is what he said. He just has this look in his eyes like, I'm gonna win this.
Yep, it's go time.
Anyways,
piece of shit.
Squid Game.
Yeah.
What a fantastic show. Beautifully done.
Mm-hmm.
Very cinematic too, and great use of music and sets. I felt like the maze of the stairwells was like very Stanley Kubrick-ish.
For sure. Yeah,
it definitely had some influences you could tell.
Yeah, and it was good.
Yeah,
it was definitely it was pretty sweet.
All right. Well, you got anything else for us?
I don't think so. No, I didn't watch much more besides. I did watch a little bit of It's Always Sunny Halloween. I did watch that one because on Hulu they have a section that you can just choose Halloween.
Oh,
only
that's
episodes.
a smart idea.
So it was really sweet.
That.
So I clicked on that one. That's the only one I watched as of right now. But yeah, other than that, I haven't watched anything else Halloween. I probably put some more stuff into this week.
You know,
I got Halloween queued up. So
oh, there you go. Yeah.
So
we speaking of Brian Cox, we had the second episode of season 3 on yesterday. So
I'm shocked it took this long, guys.
Well, Succession, and it's just so good.
Yeah,
like second episode, God, it's so good. It's just I'm obsessed.
I'll watch it.
There was a scene in this last episode with all the siblings together, and Jessica and I are just cracking up so hard.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was just so good. I just love this show. The dialogue, the characters, the writing, man, it's just so good. It's so well done.
It's cute.
I looked at Jessica. I'm like, why is every show we like about like shitty people?
Yeah. Because you used to be.
I used to be a real piece. I used to have this slick back hair. Real slick back. All right? This is just comb back. I used to have real slick back hair.
Sloppy steaks and stuff.
Let them all there. I used to be a real piece of shit, too. But you changed now.
Yeah.
That's why I said I used to be a piece of shit.
That's funny. But,
all right.
Yeah.
We'll let these people go.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for watching.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.